Hello, that's my Ice Cream here again, and we're going to play a special scenario today. We kind of threw all logic out the window and took a scenario inspired by Planet Strike. It's not quite like Planet Strike, because in Planet Strike you follow the mandatory rules. So the basic stuff is a invasion, as you can see. We have the sea line over there, with lots and lots of guardsmen. I think it's around 60 guardsmen, heavy weapon teams mixed in there. You have commissars, command platoons, and do you have any veterans, or are they all just...
No, just regular guardsmen.
Yeah. We don't even have warlord traits in this one, so take pity, this is a friendly game, but except for the fact that we're playing it, but that's another thing. So, no points, we're try to just avoid it. I'm just supposed to hold out as long as I can, and I'll definitely die horribly, because each unit that dies goes back to reserve. So, the objectives are as follows. He is supposed to destroy the barbed wire over here, which I made like 5 minutes ago, with one of the, what are they called? Squad leaders. And they have to roll a leadership test to be able to destroy it. And they have to capture this objective and this objective. And I'm just gonna have to hold on to as good as I can. So my army, I have Warwalker, dual missile launchers, same here, Night Spinner, let's say 10 Guardians, no weapon platform, and we have a bunker, and inside that bunker we will find Guardians, and of course here, he has the the primary power, the second power, and the fourth power of the Wounds of Fate table. So let's see here, second the Doom, and Death Mission, and Guide. And down in the tunnel system, we have lots of guys hiding around. The Force here, who is somewhere around here, has the Primaris power, and first to fifth. So let's see here, Executioner, Fortune, and Guide. So we have Direbench over there, we have Guardians hiding over here, because he's going to bombard the living shit out of me. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I'll die horribly, but it's for fun. I forgot to mention the heavy weapon platforms. These guys have it, those guys have it, and they have scavengers. So the bombardment didn't go too well. He had 3 basically basilisk shots. Dropped one here, as you can see, demolished the building, killing 5 guardians inside. Another one here, missed, and then dropped the third one here, and that was the amount we agreed on. So he stripped 1 whole point of that thing, thanks to Sphere Stones. And now we will see how in the second I can survive. Yeah, let's go. So the Imperial Guard turn 1, he moved up. That's it. He gave some orders to make him move faster. Being Imperial Guard, they don't really care. Otherwise, I think you can see it, so a few of them have crossed the line. But we've all seen Saving Private Ryan, and that's when the magic begins, around this region. But when they get here, they magically become invulnerable. So we will see what happens. He did manage to destroy 1 more hull point, almost caught the bastard with the heavy weapon teams. A mortar hit, scattered off, killed 1 guardian, and the rocket, I think that was called the glancing. The auto cannon almost caught him. So you do indeed have a lot of disadvantages beginning second, but now I shall try to deliver my tasty revenge. So the siegement went a little bit better for my turn. I started out with this thing, opening fire on the, I think it was that unit over there with 2 guys, killing the most of them, hitting this squad a whole lot, killing a lot of command, killing that guy, and then a shitstorm of rocket came in. I mean, I killed most over there, some over here, more over here. It's kind of difficult to keep in mind because I can't really remember. However, I failed my pinning test over there, so my guardians over there are pinned. Move these guys up, and they have guide, and let's see here. I moved up battle focus to get a little bit closer, shot at those guys, now there's 2 left. These guys moved up, battle focus to run up, and then shoot at one of these units, I think those guys. Then the rockets over here shot those guys. Those rockets shot over there. I don't know for sure. And the force here, over here, forcing up his own squad and guided this squad. So I guess it looks kind of bright for me right now, but that is going to turn in a second because he's going to get reinforcements for every unit that he loses. The invasion continues. The second turn of the Guardsman. He moves up and basically hugs cover. These guys are just gathering up at the hill over here, the barbed wire, so they are actually closing in pretty good now. He has these guys, so are still pretty solid. They are moving up towards the destructible part of the barbed wire. These guys are hugging the tank trap, these guys are hugging the rock, and those guys are just sitting in the water and shooting. You know, it's obvious. I mean, you get to cool down your rifle. Yeah, those guys did the same thing. I don't get that. Why would you ever go to ground when you're in the water? Even if you're pinned. Warhammer logic. On other news, he caught one of my guardians over here and pinned those guys. So now we have two squads pinned, one actually has a heavy weapon as well and a forcer. So this might not turn in my favor. Green paint. The first wave of the guardsman was a catastrophe. Almost 90% of the guy who attacked was gone, killed. Probably 95%, but still. Let's see what's left. Two guys over there, one guy reading a note over there, one guy with a mortar over there, one guy over there, and a bunch of guys over here. What happens was that I basically took my guys over here, I guided those guys, doing the guys that was over there, were over there. My English failed me sometimes. And these guys, I tried to fortune off myself, failed. I did the ghost attack, what is it called? Executioner. Basically you send out a spiritual version of yourself against the guy who was holding a flag, killed him, attacked the guy with the radio, failed, but I guess, you know, he used radio to call. Lamest one on the year. Okay, these guys shot, well, at targets that are now dead. These guys shot at the guys that were hiding over here, but got massacred brutally. However, the laser, scatter laser, was the guy who caught the final guy. So if I didn't kill him, he wouldn't have a bunch of guys coming back in. So third turn, he's gonna have a huge wave of reinforcements. Since every unit that is completely killed will come back. So the Imperial Guard turn 3, a new wave of reinforcements arrived. They moved up the beachhead. They did not quite make it across. These two guys just moved up a little. They tried to charge, did not make it. These guys moved up, ran a little bit. However, over here we had a flanking maneuver. Coming up over here, killing one of my guys. I killed one of his, killed two in Overwatch. Other than that, that's basically it. So we will see how much I can defend before hell really breaks loose. So the battle continues. Eldar turn 3. I shot a lot. I side-spammed everywhere. I can't remember what I did. I sent out a ghost to kill the guys that were over here. Killed two of them. One guy got stuck in combat, so in other words I could not shoot during my shooting phase. And I just finished him off, so basically I could not shoot in my shooting phase. Plus he gets in a platoon back now. That's just perfect. These guys finished off those guys finished off these guys. A few rockets combined fire from here, here, and here. All fired at the counter squad over there. These guys are still pinned since the first salvo. Yeah, since the barrage in the beginning. Cowards. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I am dwindling a little bit. One guy dead over here, and they got pinned. Perfect. This guy is fine, this guy's fine, this guy's damaged. These guys are damaged pretty badly. Those guys are fine. These guys have lost one guy. But he's yet to accomplish any objectives. So we will see what happens now. Imperial Guard turn 4. He managed to get a lot of reinforcements and a defocusing camera. He moved up at mass. These guys ran up. They tried to shoot at the tank, failed. Moved up, moved up, moved up, moved up. So now he's actually quite powerful again. And the last guy of the command group managed to destroy some barbed wire. So he has actually caught one objective now. So yeah, other than that, not a whole lot happened because he's running across the water. We really need to work on this scenario. I guess Eldar turn 4, yep. I did a bit of a massacre again. These guys opened fire over there. I rolled all at once. Like, only once. I think I caught like hit 2 of them and wounded 1 of those. Seriously, I managed to roll like 4 ones and I needed 2, so I hate my life. Besides that, let's see here. The guy over here, he resisted the ghost thingy, but I did manage to send off the Guardians that had been pinned the entire game to shoot at him. And they did actually kill him, so I guess they kind of redeemed their name. We also forced those guys to shoot over here at this huge conscript squad. That wasn't a conscript squad. These guys shot at the guys that were over here, and rockets fired crack missiles over here, caught 1. The blasty thing over there, the artillery wagon, hit over here, killing quite a bit of them. So now we're entering turn 5, and this could be the last turn. And he is yet to actually take more than 1 objective. He has pierced the barbed wire line and taken line breaker. I still have 2 objectives though. But what do you think about this scenario? Do you think it's a good idea? Maybe a little bit more balanced would be appropriate, or are we as idiots that shouldn't be screwing around the rules? Turn 5 in this very dark room. He moved up with all these guys. He has a lot of things now on the table. These guys moved up, those guys moved up, those guys moved up, those guys moved up, blah, 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 you get the point. However, these guys decided to open fire with their rocket launcher and killed my artillery wagon. It did a decent job, but it kind of held back like 3 conscript groups, killing every single one of them. But now it is laid to rest, so hopefully I can hold them back. This will be more difficult because that thing was definitely the thing that killed most, but yeah, we shall see what happens now. So, the end of Eldar turn 5. I did what I could, failed miserably. My 2 walkers shot at this squad, killed 1 in total. Those guys shot at the conscripts. Those guardians did nothing. Those guardians and these guardians tried to scatter laser. These guys killed like 3 in total. I'm having a bad day. I forgot to mention that we were supposed to roll for turn 6, so here goes. No turn 6 for you. So, the overview at the end, I have lost 1 tank, piece of the barbed wire, 6 guardians over there, 1 over there, 1 over there, and I did manage to hold up pretty good. And you still have somewhat healthy force kicking around, plus...
Yeah, like wave 3 or 4.
Yeah. I think the artillery wagon was a huge boon to me. I mean, it caught like almost 3 conscript squads on its own. Otherwise, I think we need to work a little bit on the scenario and leave a comment what you thought about it and what you think we might improve with it. So, see you all next time and stay miserable. Blah, blah, blah.